Welcome to Steel Division 2. You couldn't hear anything because I wasn't there. I was letting the timer count down and was not in the room at the time. So, 6 Airborne versus, what is this, 26th Guards? Yeah, that looks like 26 Guards. Between Fitz here on 6 Airborne side and Dark Neutron for 26 Guards. Yeah, should be an interesting one on Shadron for you today here. Looks like Dark Neutron is preparing to capture the center, which is always an interesting point where not so much from Fitz's side here. Single Centaur, not going to stand a chance against that IS-1 for now. Hello, JMWW2. I wonder what that stands for. So, I guess we'll just let these players deploy. I don't have the picks and bans for this one, so nothing really to talk about, but, holy hell, Fitz is playing allies. I just realized. So, for a little bit of context, this is the first time in the league he's chosen allies. It was very weird. Somebody told to me that had played Fitz before, I think, and lost to him, that he only picked Axis divisions. And so even in my game, I was just banning Axis left, right, and center, and it was down to the wire with the final game of 28th Jaeger, which I forgot to ban. My bans of picks being atrocious, and Rimarapana on Kostritsa of all maps, which is just a terrible balance to balance Slagfest, which should never be repeated and shall never be shown. But anyway, so Fitz actually going allied here. Very interesting. Dark Neutron, of course, very experienced with allies as well. Multiple snipers coming down here. So we'll be wondering how this is really going to play out. Is Fitz really going to just leave 2 flamethrowers in here? Surely he's going to put down more. But a very strong shown in the center here. Potentially also going into the town. That's a thing you see only usually at high level play, is a lot of players prefer to actually bring in their units, as long as you're not going into this early part of the town, through this road, because it is technically a little bit faster, because you don't have to turn a bunch of corners to get into these positions down here. So if you've got an AT gun, might as well deploy over here and bring it in over here, and then you can immediately shoot down the road. You have to remember to put recon there, though. For Dark Neutron side, though, PTRSs and these disgusting WLAs. So, what are these? 110 kilometers per hour? Something like that? I think it might just be 100. But certainly a lot faster than these CMPs. And PTRS is another thing. Axis divisions versus 6th Airborne usually don't fare that well, because they are relying on, like, their lightest tank usually is a Panzer III, which is still double the points of a Tetrarch, or at least something like 30% more expensive. So if you can kill Panzer IVs and things with these Tetrarchs and Tetrarchs Little Johns, then 6th Airborne can very quickly get very, very cost-effective. But versus Russian divisions, a big problem that the Russian divisions have, or a big problem that the 6th Airborne has against Russian divisions, is that a PTRS can kill a Tetrarch, right? It's the same thing with playing 6th Airborne versus Rima Rapana, where Rima just absolutely destroys these things with his Latis, or even 122nd or Pensari can be very effective versus 6th Airborne. Pensari less so, because you are forced to fight with only close-range infantry, and then a bunch of T-26s, which can be cost-effective. There's Tetrarchs instead of the light armor, but yeah. So, let's look at what the opponents have going down here for Dark Neutron. Ogmachiki, Force Napiri, M42. AA in the beginning, Fitz very well known for air recon start at the very least, and this map is one of the biggest known cheese maps, really, where you just bomb your enemy at the start. IS-1, T-34E, after Konradi Sturmoviki, and Sturmoviki rocks, with another Strefniki coming in as well. In the north here, Kavardi TP and a PTRS, then 3 TP, PTRS is 2 Strefniki, and after Komradi, Kavardi DP. Yeah, so not quite finished deploying from the looks of it, but Fitz looks relatively ready. 2 flamethrowers, 2 snipers, 2 glider crews, Centaur 4, that's the HE, 95mm HE support gun. Air landings. 1 from the looks of it right now, Ox and Bucks, and then 2 air throwers, 2 Canadian paratroopers, 3 more air landings, Ox and Bucks, Tetrarch Little John, carrier Recce with a boys anti-tank rifle. It's a bit hard to see because it is just white. But these bread carriers are absolutely great in every division except Commonwealth Division, which is annoying because that's where you mostly find them. The bread gun is not really capable of pinning down troops as quick as you would like in these things. Like you can essentially run them down with a Panzerfaust in the medium cover, which is not good. But the Russians get a 50 cal carrier here, and I believe there's a couple other 50 cal carriers in the game as well, which just make them, or Dushka carriers is what they get, which is, you know, the bullet of a Dushka is basically the same thing as a 50 cal. So Glider Crew, Air Landing, Tetrarch, and then 2 Vickers, 2 Tetrarchs, 2 AB3 flamethrowers. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of this going into the town as well, splitting up for up here. I don't think anything really changed except Nagmachiki. And another Snipiri here. So, now we just gotta wait for the opponents to go up. And I have no idea. I love the fact that you have no idea what the meta used to be. Yeah, I wasn't around a year ago. Well, I was now, I guess. A year ago being August when I really started seriously playing Seal Division 2. That means playing multiplayer because I moved to Germany in that time and then finally got out of my Canadian like LTE cell phone internet. So yeah, I didn't know anything about the meta before that. And Yak 9 coming out, as well as Mosquito, kind of napalm the road. The ZSU is here and the Yak 9 is turning in. Might actually, wow. Ooh, just a little bit overshot there from Dark Neutron, but the flames do go off. Gonna have to stop all these troops now. That is gonna get forced back though, and potentially even go down. But that is gonna let these AB snipers get into position here. But if you're napalming the road, wouldn't you want them to be further up forward? Like, you know, you can get this far with the napalm on the road, and then these only have 1,000 meter range. So wouldn't you want them right up to the thing here? And this is kind of what I'm talking about in the terms of this division is like, or in terms of Fitz, is I wasn't really impressed watching the replays of half of what he does, but he certainly whooped me, at least in the first game. Then had a strong showing in the other games as well. They weren't easy battles in any sense of the word. 10-14 for Fitz here with the aggressive start of the napalm. -1, gonna have no problem. Just going right past that. Ooh, but the Agmachiki's gonna have to smoke himself off, and the Aftokamrani is also well within spawning distance for that centaur to shoot at, so not good there. You don't want your commander going down. One that provides vital veterancy, though the IS-1's also a commander, so really what's the point there? AB Flamethrower, do get into this position. PTRS doesn't look like they killed anything, but this PTRS being my critic is this Tetrarch. Oh, and it keeps bouncing. Now we're gonna finally get a hit. And now it's reloading. Gonna see another micro out? No, doesn't look like it. Probably just gonna get pinned down. Oh, kills the Tetrarch though with the last shot. Paid itself off, and this PTRS is now coming into here. Might get spotted by this Glider Crew. But the IS-1 now actually gonna be immune. Oh, this is APCR. Is the APCR firing? It's not. It's just barely not in range. If he was just a little bit forward, he could kill that IS-1. But as it stands, he's not. The other problem is with these snipers advancing, and the snipers actually having gone down here. Ooh, yeah, it's fun. It's a nice snipe on that Tetrarch Little John there. That these snipers are going to get in front of the IS-1, and then this 6-pounder can't even advance forward to fire off ABCR. So a little bit of a misplay from Fitz here. But he's in a commanding position in this game. It is Maverick versus Maverick for real this time. I said that last game, too, after watching the VOD. And it was, in fact, not Maverick versus Maverick, but I did get it correct this time. Yeah. As for checking out Season 5 and 6 games, as indicated by the chat, I'm not sure if I will do that. They're kind of old news at this point. I might watch them like myself, and I have watched a couple of them on like Vulcan's channel and stuff like that. I think I was watching Vulcan at the time in any case, but yeah. I don't think I'm going to be casting any decade-old games. It's not that old, but you get the point. Yak 9 coming in to support this. Like a single Gavardi DP is not enough. But PTRD is not even going to kill the carrier Reki. Gavardi DP is going to go down there. The Yak 1 coming in for the Oxen Bucks here. Does manage to get the kill, actually. These Yak 1s being very dangerous when they're not pinned down. 6-pounder coming in. The other 6-pounder managed to pull up here. The second ZSU coming in, and the After Camaradi actually hadn't moved over here as it was originally intended. But I'm almost certain that I would prefer the After Camaradi with the ZSUs. I suppose the IS-1 could do a good enough job with that. And this is another dead mosquito, I would wager. Yep. Goes down. T-34 gets the Tetrarch here. Does have 90 armor, which is a little bit high for the Tetrarch to be able to penetrate. It's not a it's not a Panzer IV, right? PTRS trying to sneak around this glider crew. This glider crew is actually moving forward. Doesn't get the kill there. The kill on the 6-pounder would have been very important, but might be in position just in time to catch these AB pairs. Snapiri versus AB snipers. AB snipers do have the veteran seeker on the Snapiri, but there are 2 of them versus 1. And actually firing at the Gavardi rather than the thing that's trying to shoot at it does go down. The glided crew here being forced back, 50mm mortar as well. And the T-40E, or the T-34 doing good to make those fall back, 50mm also coming down. IS-1 versus Centaur 4 does take a penetrating hit, so I'm not going to be too happy to do that again. And now this AB Flamethrower is going to go down and give this flag back to Dark Neutron, putting it back to a 11 to 13. PTRS, ooh, Airborne Commandos do unload. Gotta smoke that off and then hope that Dark Neutron, or hope that Fitz doesn't realize, but Fitz does have extraordinary micro. And another Tetrarch gonna go down to a PTRS here. Oh, not quite. Yeah, it's reloading, but another T-34 is there on the driver's kill. Instant kill on that. 2 more Gavardias coming in just to secure this flag. But as long as these lungs are still taken, it'll be very hard to do much about that. Hardway Cheeky could move forward and capture it, though. And the Stomofiki goes down. Glider crew being really good at screening for things like airlining and stuff like that, but really not that amazing. They do have the Piat. Tetrarch Little John's also coming up to deal with the T-34E. These have a lot more penetration with their squeeze war adapter. 2 more Gavardi DP, but versus the dedicated CQC troops, I'm not really sure that that's the right move. Well, I say dedicated CQC troops, these are mediocre at CQC, but the Gavardi DP aren't much better themselves, having just rifles for CQC. Shtomoviki Rocks coming up for that. 50mm mortar also managed to clear out the rest of this. 2 more Snapiri coming in. Just really make sure you got all the line of sight. And now Shtomoviki Rock's coming for this flag, which is exactly the thing to do. Once you capture this lungs from this side, you're free to basically take this flag. And actually, even if your opponent has a lot of stuff in here, if they don't have anything on this hill, really, like say over here, or like machine guns, you can even just rush down and create this gigantic salient, which often cuts it off here. But Yak 9 gets the kill on the flamer there. Air landing pins down the Gavardi DP. But 2 more Gavardis and the After Camaradi gonna force back the glider crew. Stravnigi with the PTRT actually doing lots of damage to that Tetrarch. So I have to be a little bit careful there. Stravnigi Rock's coming in. Another Stravnigi as well. Airlining does have a Piat, so this T-34 does have to be a little bit careful, especially 2-star Piats tend to hit a lot more than 1-star ones. Not quite sure what's up with that, but Stravnigi Rocks coming in for that position, no problem there. There's a 6-pounder, though. And the 6-pounder did manage to get into this position and is going to be able to see things coming down here. So, yeah, definitely needs to... As soon as that's spotted, needs to bring in a plane or something to take it out, because the infantry is not really in a position to deal with that. Oop, Tetrarch Little Drones are moving up the side here, so they're going to almost encircle this T-34, but if they're not careful, then this T-34 might be able to engage them one by one. Oop, Stravnigi, you gotta get out. Let's get out, and now the PTRD can join. And killing the Tetrarch. Ooh, P-30 killed. Tetrick Littlejohn goes down to the T-34, and now this T-34 is going to move up as well as the Strafniki engages the glider crew here. It's going to move up. Ooh, T-34 started aiming further. It's got more veterancy as well, and the T-34 gun does a lot more damage than Tetrick Littlejohn we see there. Tetrick Littlejohn did get a shot off, but it's like 4 damage, and the Centaur 4 goes down for the IS-1. One of the units here did go down. Sturmoviki Rocks did unload. Or Sturmoviki did unload the Sturmoviki Rocks, which was really the expensive unit does go down, and now this flag also going down, or also going to Dark Neutron. Yeah, 50mm mortar. Good support up in the north here. Shavniki are doing a good job warding off all these troops, not really letting them get into close range engagements. T-34E also managed to ward off, together with the BQRS, all this light armor down here, so definitely Fitz is going to have to rely on the Cromwells that he gets further in the game. 2 AB howitzers coming in here, these 75 mils. Should certainly be interesting. AB Paras versus the Shavniki. Ooh, do get the surrender there, but get pinned down as well. This mortar's not firing at these AB Paras, so that Shavniki is going to have to fall back. Ooh, ZSU. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. One of the ZSU goes down. The other one might actually go down as well. Ooh, just manages to scale. Well, I'll bite my words there. Damn. Damn, he didn't see it the first time. And now with the second time, his AA has gone down. And the AA is the most important thing about fighting 6 Airborne, really. Because while its tanks are light and cost-effective, and its infantry is okay for Commonwealth infantry, really where 6 Airborne exceeds is using these very, very cost-effective howitzers to deal with AA, and then they're spamming the opponent, right? So, Airborne howitzers don't even have AA to hit in now, as we see another ZSU coming in. It is Phase B, so Dark Neutron's Phase B card of AA has come in, but there's a lot of troops over here. Strapniki having gone down to the Oxen Bucks. Lots of infantry moving forward. T-34 might want to get involved here. BTRS gets killed. After Gamrati still in danger here. We've already a DP desperately trying to fight against this. As the T-34 is engaging the wrong target. More infantry coming up though, and the Raiders providing some really, really weird cover on the front line. I always get very aggravated when this happens to me in game, where just because it's a Raider trait, it doesn't drop its flag. Sturmoviki coming in here. This hill's completely gone over to Dark Neutron. Dark Neutron's also got a commanding position here in the center, having surrounded all this and cleaned it out finally. So, going to be very hard to continue flying units into this. But the town engagement is definitely going in favor of Fitz, with the air landing getting the T-34 there. Strafniki being the only one left here, which can then be dealt with dedicated CQC infantry by bringing up an Oxen Bucks into here or something like that. Or even just leaving it there. After Kamrani, no smoke or anything, so often a weird leader to take in. Just doesn't have the utility, I would think. Though it is cheap. Does die too quickly, in my opinion. 2 more Gavardi DP, just keep another length on this flag, as another T-34 comes in with 2 more DP guards. ZSU also coming in, and now we see the excellent Raider trait taking 2 flags that should not be in his possession back here. Oop, T-34 versus Centaur. T-34 does win. Gonna be a little more careful versus Cromwell's, but at long range should still win out, having the higher gun there. Doesn't look like he just wanted to pull away anyway. And 2-star Cromwells. Not every day you see that, unless you're playing Stand the Man. Glad a crew also managed to take this flag back. It is a 15 or 12-12 right now. But once again, these flags should not be in the hands of Fitz. AB howitzers continuing to fire. They do have supply here as well, so these can fire for quite a while. Just doing some good suppressive fire on these units. And it does look like he's gathered enough units to put pressure back onto this hill. This gun coming in, though. Sturmoviki Rock's also going for this. We'll just move back to Sturmoviki, honestly. Guard should keep moving forward, try to catch that flag. These units being dedicated to take care of this one air landing. Yakwin coming in to bomb in the north again, as the Shrapniki tried to get itself unencircled, but didn't move back far enough there from the looks of it. as they just flood of DPs. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 DPs here. Fire at the one unit and do tear it apart. 2 VZ-VODs. So 2 leaders for the town here. Domoviki, we've already DP. Gotta finally take out that air landing, though that's not gonna give this flag back to Fitz, because this AB Para is still here. Yeah. Howitzer's still doing relatively decent suppressive fire. This 3 coming up, but you're gonna need more units up here, and that's exactly what's come up. Yak here. That's not where he is. But that would be my yes as well, I suppose. It does give that flag back, though, as the Gavardia moves in for the temporary time. So a bit of a waste there. That 6-pounder moving forward. But there's a guards DP here. Dual air landing should be able to take care of that, though. But really not quite a cost-effective engagement there in the medium cover. Stomoviki, is going to get the grenade off as the AB engineers the air landing here. But going to go down itself from the looks of things. Come on, where's the TNT? There we go. And with the AB engineers now pinned down, the Stomoviki rocks can very quickly come in and delete this. Stomoviki, Shrevniki, Cromwell. Gotta move the T-34 up, or the Zisk gun here. Much more stuff coming up in the Zisk gun as well. But now we see the 203mm off map here in the Bren carrier as an artillery observer. And that's got to be disgusting, particularly once all these units come in. That's another thing you got to watch out for with the airborne division. Is just the sheer amount of off map that they do get. They get something like 2 cards. And while 2 cards isn't necessarily a lot, it means that you can bring in these 2 or 3mm off map cards in B and get 2 of them, and then the other one you can bring in C and get 3 of them, and just absolutely, especially in a Maverick versus Maverick game, just pound your opponent into submission. But 26 cards gets its own off map, and this off map is a lot more nasty than 2 or 3mm off map. Let me tell me that. But let's watch this one go down for now. Killing so many things, kills the T-34, forces everything else back. Everything's gotta just rush back. He's actually bombing his own infantry. Little preemptively moving forward there, but not a ton of damage. Tartars are gonna be good to retreat all these units for the time being. Cromwell moving forward. Air landings here. 17-pounder as well. Got another charge in that. Typhoon Mark 4, Mark 1B. Gonna get the kill on the T-34, so these are airborne howitzers to survive for now. And with his flag going back, it is a 14-10 again. But the crop circle of doom, I think, or no, wait, is this? This might just be the regular 122. Does this get a crop circle artillery? I might just be going crazy, but usually these boats have some kind of something nastier than just a regular 122mm barrage in them. So they're going to be effective, allow all these units to push forward. Definitely going to pin down the flamethrowers here in the Stomoviki rocks to finish off the Ox and Bucks, no problem. So yeah, might just be the opening that Dark Neutron is looking forward to really delete the town. Stomoviki rocks going to get the better of the Ox and Bucks here. Oop. That is a lot of damage on those Stomoviki rocks, and actually go down from something. From the TNT there that was fired beforehand. It's just a regular off map. I thought this was a crop circle off map. But the off map 2 or 3mm is going to pound the retreating position here again, giving this Cromwell excellent view over this area. Still an uphill battle for Fitz, though. After a good start, kind of lost a lot of steam. And going into phase C here in just a couple of minutes, it will get a lot harder to replace losses. Having said that, Dark Neutron still has relatively good control over a lot of this. The off-map killer coming down again, and all this. The troops that were here are basically neutralized completely after 2 of those. Single ZSU now. And, well, we really haven't seen air spam from Fitz. So, can't really fault him for that. Airborne howitzers now with radio. We're firing over here. Gonna be re-aiming for over here as well. But the Act 1's coming in to deal with that. Still no AA from Fitz. One of the Grenadiers goes down. The other one hits something on the hill from the looks of it. Is this a barrage? Did you put a barrage down? This flag going back temporarily, but now air landing versus dual DP guards. Shrapniki moving forward. There is precious little to stop just this wave of infantry here. Some of your rocks can probably clean out these, but really the flags is what you're looking for, not these couple of units here. T3 is going to have to move forward to deal with the Cromwell, though. Oh, good call in there. Yeah, this is a barrage. Wow, rude. But Fitz. One of the things I did notice is he has excellent off-map control and knows exactly where to place them and what to place and when to place them. I'm a much bigger fan of barrages than some of the players I've seen. With these two flags coming back, though, and this one not being long to be held, more Gavardias coming in to deal with those, that would put it back to a 15-9. And all that needs to be here is like a single tank sitting here. This infantry is very much not effective. Airborne howitzers still doing good work, though. Still no AA. 17-pounder hasn't moved forward to try and deal with his size 1 anyway, but angle's a bit hard on that regardless. As the units here get off-mapped in their transports. Yeah, gonna have to wait for that barrage to come down. ISU 152 coming in, though. Ooh. That's gonna be dangerous. Stormy Vicky rocks. Still controlling this flag for now. Gonna have to wait for these airborne howitzers to really try and pin them down, but they do actually have radio range, so they're not inaccurate to just pin down an area like that. I almost wish you could choose whether or not to activate radio or not. T-34 now is going to move forward to deal with this Cromwell, but there's a lot of infantry here. Already takes back this flag, and these two guards DPs are going to take back this flag. This flag does go back into the hands of Fitz for now, with these Grenadiers, Voltaire, and these Oxen Bucks. The Voltaire Grenadiers, oh, they do still have Bren guns, okay. So, not the worst CQC infantry in the world here, is the IS-1. It's got to get another kill on a Cromwell. Does pull back, though. Ooh, now the AA is getting involved in shooting at the air landing. Not what you want to see. Oop. ISU from afar. Coming in to blast. 2 KV-1Es. As long as they don't get hit by a Piat, should be able to deal with this Cromwell as well. So we'd have to screen with infantry, go up with infantry, get them engaging, and then just tank fire from the Cromwell while the KV-1Es come up and deal with that. Yeah, with how little AA there is, I'm surprised we haven't seen artillery coming in for that. But another off-map coming in, and Andrusha too. I wonder if this is a C-phase Andrusha. I would somehow doubt it, but Andrusha working almost like the 300 mil Nebenwaffe there. As we see the 381 mil off-map coming down on here. Oh man, what an off-map party. There's still units in the back though, so this isn't completely terrible. But that T-34 going down will be very dangerous. KV-1E coming in to replace it. Two more Yaks coming in for the Cromwell. Ooh, did the IS-1 went down. That's dangerous at this stage of the game. Where's the ISU? Now the ISU almost has to replace its job as the force multiplier, and the Cromwell gets the ZSU. Oh man. Lots of PTIDs on target there. The KV-1Es don't see him. Now the air's gone down for Dark Neutron. Everything's still to play for in this game, really. The off-map haven't gone down. Is this a barrage again? It might be. But he's got to let all these units recover before trying to rush units in. Potentially just didn't have them ready for that. SG-43s, now that they've been buffed. Not the worst city in the world, but Centaur firing at that. Not going to be too much of a threat. Off-map coming down over here, though, and there's a 17-pounder now in here. And a very dangerous 17-pounder. As it'll see the ISU before the ISU sees it. And while it probably won't kill, oh, the CSU also has to be careful. If it gets that second shot off before the ISU can aim and delete it. Ooh! Ah, jeez, my excitement in a sneeze. Oh, it didn't even kill the 17-pounder, and now it's gone down into Phase C. Dark Neutron has lost a lot of his important units here. Let's go down to the Andrusha. And now these units are free to take this flag up again. KV-1E should just push in and kill that, but it looks like they've almost been caught by their own off-map. Are going to be falling back. This is 3 here. Getting HE on that air landing. Yak 1 coming in again for this infantry. Still no AA, so these Yaks could have been a lot more effective. And the barrage now coming down to preventing the reinforcements. AA is still up here, so We do have multiple ZSUs coming up, but I would be hesitant to say that this is the last of it. We've seen 3 go down here, and there's only, if you have 1 in Phase A and 1 in Phase B, that's it. Alright, ooh, Tempest gets the kill on the Yak, dangerous kill there, but now it's gotta fly over 2 ZSUs with a Yak 9 chasing it, so probably gonna go down there, yeah. T-34 finally goes down to the Daimler Little John by KV-1E versus the Daimler now. Has a little bit more armor. Still needs to be a little bit careful versus that penetrating gun. So does get the kill there, but a little bit of damage on the KV-1 up. It does add up over time. Maxim's coming out now. These AB engineers pushing it forward, having been supported by the Centaur and these units here. 14 to 10 still. But Fitz is very good at this long type of game. Except still doesn't have any AA out. These Yaks can act with impunity. What is even happening? What does his deck look like? Yak 1 coming in for the Vickers here. Just going to kill that off. And really, Dark should have realized that there's no AA and just gone in a lot heavier on air. Because the air would have enabled him to do quite a bit more damage there. After the airborne engineers do get in here, gonna have to fall back from that area, but all this infantry is gonna go down. This is not really what you want to see at this stage of the game. It's gonna be very hard as well to deal with these KV-1Es and all these guards now that you've used up the off map. There's an Andrusha in the game without supply. But eventually, I'm sure that Dark Neutron will just bring in supply for that. Lots more units here. Though the Daimler Little John did manage to get the kill on the KV-1E. Maybe they do have 5 damage. Still, PTRDs did do a good job to get a little bit of damage onto that. So gotta be careful that that doesn't go down. Another KV-1E coming in for that as well. They're lining pushing for this flag. 2 guards. Why did you not see them? Yeah, they might not see them in time. Oh man, that's kind of funny. Off map coming in for this location, and I might potentially bring in more infantry here. Or maybe it's just to soften up all this and force it back. Stormvigor should be able to come in for that airborne engineer. This air lining also pushing forward, but there's still guards DP on this side of the hill. Still 13-11, 60 minutes to defeat for Fitz. He's got to make some kind of a move here. Daimler Little John. Where's the AA? These units are doing a relatively good job cleaning up. Looks like the PTRDs did eventually get the better of the Daimler Little John, which is exactly what I said would happen at the beginning there, that those light armors just taken out by PTRDs means they're not very effective, and the regular Tetrarchs are, just versus even like a KV-1, isn't even half effective. Come on, move your guards up. Air landing here. Gets killed. Easy peasy. I'm cheeky moving forward for this. Typhoon coming in for that KV-1E. CC doesn't see it in time. It's U-85 coming in. That Typhoon's gonna get away. It's very fast. Daimler Little John. Ooh. You really just should take that engagement. I don't think there's much you can do, but supposedly just waiting for the DPs to get a target and do a little bit of damage. These howitzers still firing away, trying to suppress that hill without radio from... No, this has radio. Okay, so with radio, trying to suppress that hill. Oh, Shurmaviki rocks finish off these units that were hiding over here. Gonna have to call in more grenadiers to deal with that. America's HMG still doing good damage pinning these units down. Strapniki moving forward to deal with this one. Now, Reki Carrier and a couple of Tetrarchs down here. And it's looking kind of slim for Fitz here. A couple of PTRDs did manage to get hits on target there, from the looks of it. And the guards with the dual DPs are going to get the better of the AP pairs as well, which only have a single brain gun. Yeah, the Stomaviki could just walk in here, clear this airborne rangers, or airborne engineers, and these 2 flags would fall. But only needs 1 flag, and the Sagmachiki just moving forward. Might just be that 1 flag. Just 3s though. Pushing forward, Sentinel Banner gets the kill on the KV-1E there. And Drusha's still not reloading. It's always a shame, I see, when people bring in Katyushas or Andrushas and just leave them alone the entire game. Sure, this one came in fairly late, but like reloading this Andrusha would pay itself off in dividends. It's like 130 points a unit, and you've maybe done 100 with it, right? Yak 9 coming in for the 17-pounder. Now we see, like, Dark Neutron is breaking these planes in as if there's AA. Like, oh, I'm gonna bring in 3 planes so I don't have to do. So it's more likely that my plane's gonna land its bombs. Meanwhile, the AA, where is it? Right? Oop. This 3's firing at the Centaurs. It's gonna get strafed and bombed. Might actually go down. Falling back. Ooh, and then this 3 gets the kill on it. SG and the T-34 here. Having force back the AB engineers. It's gonna get surrounded. Argmachiki, however, not gonna capture that flag for long. Lots of Tetrix here. There's still a KV-1E here. Pop. And again, Tetrarchs. No HE. Do have to be a little bit careful. This flag, temporarily. Just move the T-34 up and bully it, please. Oop, what does the 17-pounder see? Oh, it's the Su-85. It is on 1 health, though. And it's just ordered back right away. Oop. Ooh, does miss. A lot more infantry here. Another off-map being saved up and called in for. And now, if this off-map flies true and these units don't go down, this might actually be a little bit of a start of a comeback, but AP engineers get into the trees here, gotta kill the guards of the frickin' Camarati there. Oh man. Town's still firmly in the control of Neutron, though the foothold has been taken back. All these units are now aggressively pushing forward. Gonna be pushing through the off-map, so the off-map's gotta come down before all these things die over here, really. As the KV-1 now gets involved, and actually... Ooh! This 3 has the off-map in sight. Ooh, and it goes down, so we're only gonna see 1 charge of that. Unfortunate there for Fitz. The barrage here likely being needed to follow this up properly. And this 3 might actually get this Diamond Little John as well. No, it has to re-aim. Unfortunate there. Oop, they both go down either way. This is U-85 or this KV-1E or PTRD's killing it. Oh, he's funny. SG-43. Camarati having to fall back. Rest of the Vickers does have more range. This 3 is finally able to come up here. Argmachiki can move back onto the sill, putting it back to a 15-9. I would say this game's pretty much over. There's no more armor here to kill the Su-85. So you're going to have to pee at it with get a cannon bomb onto it with the AV Paras, which is not something you want to do in the best of times. And there's still a couple of units here, as well as the potential more reinforcements, which you see coming. Maybe engineers versus SU-43. Will it finally die? Probably not. Get your Recce moving up. These do have DPs, and get your Recce just with the single Bren gun. Not great. Oop. 17-pounder doesn't manage to snipe there. Let's carry your Recce now. Firing likely at the Epto Camarati? No, the guards here. And the guards don't have the range to deal with that. Funny. 7 guard DPs, though. Why not 3 guard DPs? It supplies for Andrusha. Jeez. Even if you don't want to use the Andrusha over here again, bring it over to the town. Right? You got multiple targets here. I'd be very good at shooting. Or very worth shooting, rather. Having said that, there's really not too much left to look for Fitz. The eternal balanced versus balanced, where nobody can get 15-9. Really. Just ending up in a slog of a match here. AA is still not in a position to take out this Typhoon. Does this get a kill 2? No. Just kills the KV-1E and gets suppression on the Su-85 as the Cromwell comes in. There's 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and they are 3-star though, so good damage on that. Now the Yak's gonna come in. 2 of them, and And without using its bombs, it's just going to fall back. There's no AA here to speak of. What are you doing? Cards DP. I guess they do have a single PPSH, which makes them like slightly better than normal, but AB engineers with HE just gotta pick that up and surrender them. Finally, these two flags with a multitude of guards here ends in the 15-9. And off map having gone down, that push in the south not really being completed. The single SU-85 goes down, but not double teaming the Cromwell. Also APCR on that. Still, not too much of a danger. Carrier Reiki goes down to the T-34. All this SG has to do is capture this flag again, but even with that, it's 15-9. Oops, 50 powder found on the T-34 here. At least. But isn't gonna get the kill. Two more Sturmoviki coming in as well to deal with these AP engineers. Cromwell goes down to the other SU-85 and had the APCR turned off finally. No more units down here. Another Cromwell coming in trying to deal with that. But it's a long road to 59, or to a 14-10 now even. And what he needs is to equalize. And then somehow come back with 90 points or 80 points of income here in the next 20 minutes before the game's over. So the game is likely going to be over way before that. Yeah. Sturmoviki, Airborne Engineers pushing forward, thinking that's just the Blamer again, but two guards DPs at that kind of a range, even with the cover disparity here. Two TPs are going to be more than enough here. And now, Cavalry DP spotting for the SU-85. What if I get spend? That Cromwell going to try to come in, is likely also going to die 1500 meter range versus the 1750 there of that unit. Guards DP moving forward now. The salient. These can all just move through the yellow cover here and capture this flag as well. Looks like Fitz is going to drag out to the final game here. Or drag it up to the final minute here. As we have a minute 42 left on the clock. Probably does get in the range, but surrenders. So, there you see the surrender. 2,420 kills to 3,645. Interesting game there. 6 Airborne really not paying off in Shudrin. Maybe you should go back to X's. Ha ha ha. No, but excellent showing from Dark Neutron there, and shows why 26 is considered very powerful at high tier. Yep, this is game 1, Reef. Yeah, some of these Guardia DP really just did a lot of damage. I will ask if there is going to be a game 2, but I guess we got to sit through bans and stuff like that. Oh. Well, this was game 2. Maybe I'll cast game 1 then. Who won game 1 in any case? Dark Neutron. Okay, well, that's it then. Fitz has lost. Rip. Good game to both players. Fitz is out. I would have preferred to play it against Dark Neutron, but I lost my games against Fitz. Oh well. Well played to both players. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, excellent showing from a lot of these units here. Just absolute efficiency here with these guards DP. And Yak's also unmolested, being able to just kill things. Yeah, the Yak, it was slightly too short, I think. He had pulled it back just like a second too quick, I do believe. Didn't have enough time to get on target there, or just altitude or something like that. Yeah. So, supplies not needed for the attrition in the end. Dark Neutron goes to the finals. Stay tuned for game 1, I suppose. Not live streamed. Or actually, if Dark Neutron can send me the replay, I suppose we'll just be able to play it on stream now. If everyone wishes. Division 2. Yeah, versus Yemen. It'll be Dark Neutron versus Yemen in Division 2. For the finals. Okay, well, let's watch game 1 then. Might as well. We're gonna move that over here. And then what am I doing? Stu Division. Here we go. Downloads. Okay. Back. Well, that's only if you have to, if you win against Diamond, I think, no? Or is it like the top 3-4 players that get into Division 1? I'm not sure. Replays, here we go. This one. Spoilers. Uh-oh. After we just discussed the opening here. What? Was it also played on Shadron? Yeah, well, this is a lot different. Yeah. Fitz back with his German division here. On this same map. But reversed. Interesting. Maybe I should just cast this. Does it? Anybody, let me know in chat if you want me to play this. But I guess we can take a look at the deployments anyway. 4 flamethrowers, MG42, Panzerkampfführer, Ersatztruppensturmpanier, Warrior Half-Stray, 2 Panzer 3s, 2 Martyrs, 2 flamethrowers, more Ersatztruppen here, 4 of them. Looks like they're splitting off for the time being. Yeah, half these units going up. 2 Ersatztruppen, Panzergrenadier. Both these Panzer 4 F1s, or well, one of them's going into town, one of them's up on the hill. Panzerschreck, Ersatztruppen. Snipiri, Maxim, M42, more Snipiri after Karate, Granatwerfer. This is 97th Guard versus 20th Panzer. Starting with artillery again, smoking this off, so hoping to get stuff in here with these Sturmpaniers from the looks of it, but single Sturmpanier into slow transport. You're just gonna I would have almost expected like a PTRS over here, but yeah, the fast few of these actually take out a flamer, and now this flamer is gonna have to smoke himself off, and then MG42 off. I see that's still coming as well. Yeah. Stramniki, Guards DP, this opening also going very well for Dark Neutron here. Airplane, or no, yeah, airplane immediately coming out for Fitz. Stuka, there's a 37mm further back here though, and I should be able to deal with the Stuka, even far back as it is. More half-track also trying to pin down these units right away. MG42 haven't gone down. IS-1 coming in. Big fan of these IS-1 starts from the looks of it. And now this IL-2 is just gonna kill the Stuka, but it's not even needed. Center gets the kill on that. And now the Stuka can go kill things. This secured for the time being as well. Only a signal Agmachiki being dedicated here, choosing instead to go very heavy on this area. The 45mm is dangerous versus the Martyr there. Ooh, bot gets the kill on the Panzer 3. The rest of the units not actually being able to be seen. Sturmpanier now laying down a buttload of smoke. Just to prevent anything like that from happening. What do the Martyrs see? The sniper, of course. Yeah, the units here. Flamethrowers. Gotta go down, as that's open. Gonna go down as well. Giving Dark Neutron firm control of that hill. And now you're really just in a nasty spot here. One of the Martyrs goes down to the IS-1 or the M42 here. From the looks of it, Sniper's still being able to do good work as the smoke is eventually going to wear off. Forced to move those back. Panzer 3 coming in here, but Panzer 3 versus T-34. Definitely a tough one. 2 Panzer 3s coming in though. They should win against that. 2 more That's Slopin coming in here though. This is That's Slopin. If I see it on the argument cheeky, because it's going to immediately be forced back. While flamethrower now is actually going to fire the argument cheeky from afar. Yeah, off map coming in. Phase A off map. Oh man, 97 also has a ton of great off map. Hoo-wee. (14-10) for now. IL-2 coming in as well. Now for the north here. I wonder if we're going to see a repeat of no AA from Fitz. Which would be very weird. I've seen AA from him, so why would he not bring AA in the second time? In the more important battle. IL-2 coming in for the Panzer gun here. Immediate fallback though. Just manages a little bit of stress here. As Vetzidozor with the DT and the sniper. Just being a very powerful unit at the moment. DT having been buffed, and then of course it's a 8-man squad with a sniper, so powerful just in that regard. Lots of snipers as well. IS-1's still doing work. Multiple Panzer 3s coming in here. Do have to be a little bit careful, but not a ton. This is pushing forward as the off map here lands. Or maybe I got cancelled. Second shot, Spalling, and gets the crit on that just as the AT gun goes down. Those are now gonna not kill the Ezetsopen. Actually, gonna shoot at the Ezetsopen all the way back here. Oh, funny. This flag goes to Fitz. This one too. Wow, what a salient. The flamethrower being the only thing here really that protected anything. Single Panzer 3 though. Gotta be careful not to really engage as the T-34 alone, at least, because then it will go down. But I get some damage on the T-34, which would enable the other Panzer 3s to take care of that much more effectively. We're on a half track, not having moved forward. Pack 40 coming out here. Actually, over here. It's the Kurtz TP. Move the rain into this forest. I'm gonna be cheeky, bringing it back to a 12-12. There's still no, like, off-map strike noises. But, yeah. I don't know how far back you are, Colonel Koenig, but the 26 on Shidrin was definitely a powerhouse. Saying that, so is the 97th here in this game. 1. Now the off-map is going to come in again. Flamethrower actually going to move its way to the Dozor here. But still have 6 MP40s there. So, if that flamethrower's already taken quite a bit of health damage, it's just going to go down right away. 13-11 again. This flag temporarily going to Fitz. Argumachiki's securing this flag here. Pack 40 still moving up. Lots of infantry here still dealing with this. This gun moving up here to snipe anything that comes over here, which would have included this mortar half track, but it is far back, so maybe not as bad as a move as I had originally thought. One of the Panzer 3s went down. T-34 taking any damage? Nope. So Panzer 3 went down for almost nothing. Now the T-34 coming in now. Actually for the center area. Just have to be a little careful. The closer Panzer 4 F1 gets to the T-34, the more likely it is to just kill it in one shot. These heat chills do a lot of damage. Off map comes down, does force back these units. Not a ton of damage though. So, this is gonna secure that flag for Dark Neutron, keeping the single tick here for a while. Maxim probably should move into this building, but not much to complain about for now. After Kamaradi also coming in for the center here. I'm gonna push, hoping to materialize. Guards DP versus Panzer gun ideas though. The Panzer gun idea definitely winning out the DPs, unlike in the last game where we had Commonwealth infantry. The Panzer gun idea here will do much better versus the guards with the double MG42s. Mortar half track not firing, no AA either, so IL-2 is gonna come in and... Is this a dual purpose AT HE IL-2? Is that what 26 gets? Or 97? No, I can't remember. Some Soviet division gets like dual purpose, like 3 AT IL-2s that you then have to turn off the 50-kilogram bombs in. Oop, Studebaker goes down to the Panzer 3L. After Komrati does get away with it, but dual Sturmpioneers here now. Stavniki also going down. Snapiri has its still moving forward to capture this flag. T-34 is going to be a little bit careful here. But the Panzer 3L is moving back for the time being. M42 coming in. Yeah, there's that flag grab. Still no AA. More IL-2s. Oh, there's AA here now. Finally! We see some AA. Something gets surrendered here. Flamethrower likely. Just excellent support from the Panzer IV F1 here. Lots of 50mm mortar fire on this position here. Just hoping to grab whatever that is there. Ardmachiki goes down, taking away some recon in the town here. And the F Komrati. Oh, well, that's just the game being a little bit jerky, as the Panzer going to do. Get to this building, he's going to get shot at from everything in a 50-meter radius. Yeah. T-34 here versus Panzer 3. This is far enough away that the Panzer 3s can't really pen it with APCR, so gonna have to fall back there and actually take a penetrating hit. Guards DP capture this flag, stopping the tick, but these assets are pretty precarious here, I will say. Hey, another Flag 43 coming in. Finally. As multiple Panzerfix make their way in as well. Surprised we haven't seen a second off-map charge, but I guess it's not needed for now. A big mistake that I always do is being very aggressive with the off-map charges. I like to follow them up, which isn't really what you need to do. Panzer IV F1 does go down. The M42 falling back, though. Azvedoza is going to get the better of that Panzer Grenadier, though. But it's going to take some health damage from this Panzer 3. Could already DP firing at the Azvedoza. This is 2 also being taken down. The Flak 43 big force on load early to not get sniped by that. And the mortar half-jack is not going to take that out. Try and take that out at least. Another IL-2 coming in to bomb this. Does a little bit of damage. Might actually... oh! It goes down for this F-42 before the T-34 even needs to deal with it. And now, Ardmachiki gets spotted again and deleted. This church might actually go down from just the amount of firepower on that. Second off-map finally coming in. Relatively good position, too. All these Osttoppen may actually just walk straight into this off-map. 2 more guards in the center here. These guards are going to clean up this Osttoppen. This 2. Forced to fall back. More Osttoppen down here. Now, I think 20th Panzer used to have... what's it called? Volksgrenadiers? The same that you see in 17th SS. But they got replaced with these terrible Osttoppen. Or I might be going crazy here. Something got replaced with Osttoppen. That was because it was more historically accurate to do so. Gun jam on the T-34. One of the dangers of the APCR around here on these. And now bail out, so I can't even treat it. Just a Panzer Grenadier, though. This Panzer Gunfuel might actually go down. It has no more smoke left. Gonna fall back. T-34 goes down. Snapiri shoots at the Osttoppen again. Guards DP. Gonna get this flag back. Still 12-12. Fairly even game for now. And the 3 being shot at by a PTRD again. This M42 just has to come back to the road. And yeah. One of the problems about the relying on these Gavardi DPs is you don't get any like regular AT grenades, right? Though sometimes not really needed. Panzerstrike goes down. Off map went down beautifully. Finished off some of the tanks that were in here and some of the infantry. Osttoppen didn't get 2 hit by it. One of them gets forced back. Stoffniking guards versus Sturmpioneer. Yeah, not really a fight I'd want to be taking either. Wait for those tank units that needs to come in. IL-2 circling around. Flag 43 will get some damage in though. Guards force back the Osttoppen. Panzer 3 secures this flag for the time being. And this flag. And now the last charge of that off map is going to come in. And that would just be beautiful to see this come down. And then potentially these half tracks come in and surrender all these forces to fall back Osttoppen. IL-2, is this just baiting the Flak 43 to waste its ammo? That would be a bit of a meme move there. Sniper firing at the Panzergren. Guards DP get the surrender on the Azots. Lazovitz the Dozor, and the last Panzer 3 went down too. Same thing with the Panzerfuhrer down here. Off map comes down. They're all falling back. Yep. Avtos coming in. Ooh. Oh, that was gonna before sun load, and these now because they're Q moving. Alright. These might actually just die here. Or no. No surrenders yet. These also likely are going to, though. Come on, 1. 2, the other one survives. Not being pinned down. Now use the half-trick to kill the AA before the T-34s can kill you. Oh man. Exciting, exciting game here. Oop, this 2 versus Martyr. Is gonna fall back there to see it. Fitz does see it immediately. This Martyr's almost out of ammo, and now that there's no leader here, it's certainly harder to put together a push. T-34 versus Panzer 4F1. If this pens... Oh, it bounces. Is this firing AP? It is. It's out of the heat shell. The heat shell is what you want. The AP shell does not have the penetration, so immediately goes down. 2 guards. Looks like whatever came up here to try and deal with these Sturmpanzers died as well. And now we just see a mass of PE2s. As that's something being forced into here as well, just using any which and way. And the half-track having pinned down the AA. It's a lot of PE2s dedicated to that. Yeah. It does go down. Even with these flags here, it's a 13-11 for Dark Neutron, having completely controlled the important sections of the map, the town here, and the center positions. Those 2 still not getting any kills, but really relying on these Osttroppen here in Phase B for Fitz. Who won Game 1? This is technically Game 1. I'm playing it out of order. It looks like this was played actually yesterday. And so we did have the second game played earlier. So you can go ask Dark Neutron who won that game. Haha, spoilers. No, just kidding. What's it? Dark Neutron won game 2. So this is the last game that we will be watching today. Dual T-34s here, and lots of guards DP should be able to secure that flag. Still pioneers in every forest, notwithstanding. Right? You just need to plant yourself in the yellow cover to kind of get that flag. And Flamer having gone down. Guards DP in the Visivod here. Gonna secure this flag as well. Still 12-12? What happened to the town? Wow, all these infantry got cleaned up by T-34s from the looks of it. 2-star, or well, depends on gonna get. But yeah. T-34s from Dark Neutron side being no slouch, so. And the guards here doing their best to kill off these as it's open, which really isn't the problem for them. T-34 coming up. T-34 has got to be careful. Either it arranges itself towards the DP, or the M42 takes shots at it. And it's not going to see the T-34, but there's going to be APCR shot. Ooh, loader kill. And now the PTRD gets this side. APCR bounces the second shot. Might still go down. Oh, does manage to get a second penetration. Loader killed, still's got 11 seconds, and does go down. Badly might got their light armor once again going down here in the center. Visivod coming in. T-34 has parked itself on this flag. T-34 here has come out into the open and is hoping to kill a lot of these units coming in. Snipes one guard's TP. Might snipe another one. Dark Neutron's not really paying attention. These T-34s do have to come back to deal with that, but all these troops unload for the time being. 2 guards TP versus the Sturmpioneers. Oh man. Luckily, being a guards division, that's single PPSH, but we've seen time and time again, guards versus Sturmpioneers in the light cover. Not really gonna pay off. Oop. Sniper over here can now shoot at the troops pushing this, and this flag once again goes to the massive Well, the 3-4 infantry in here. And actually, this time there's no infantry, or no AA for Dark Neutron to speak of. And looking at this game, what he was kind of playing at. Maybe it's no wonder that Fitz didn't bring in any AA in game 2, really. 3 T-34s, though, are a lot to get through. You need to bring in a Panzerschreck or something like that. But G-87, also good at dealing with that. Gonna have to split these apart, so only one dies. Strafniki go down to the Pioneer SVT there. Guards TP. Well, they are against Panzerguns at close range, so not the worst fight in the world there. Apparently being of equal strength. Hey, it doesn't even kill! Oh, it does. Ooh. This 37, still protecting the highest one. Falls back anyway. Why not, right? I'll stop them moving forward. Guards TP still have the DPS advantage there, and the Strapniki as well if they get involved. Black 41 unloading up there. Black 41 down here. Are these both multi-munitions? They are. Oof. Still 13 to 11. More guards coming in a slow way for this. Not realizing that this is just being taken by a bunch of Azat and stuff like that. Take it as Sadiki finally taking out the Sturmpioneer. Visivod on the verge of being taken out by this Sturmpioneer. The guards CP not doing the job there. NE8 forcing back the IL-2. T-34 is here. One of the T-34 that was harassing up here did go down. Now it's up to these two. Come and kill it from behind from the looks of things. Which would force it to rearrange, and would be exactly what's needed. Second 37mm coming in though. J-7 does get the kill on one of these Snapiri. As two Osttoppen in vain try to recapture flag, where there's just a ton of infantry. T-34 goes down to the 88 here. Leaving just one now. And one's a lot more easier to deal with. Still multiple hap tracks that can just sit here though and shoot at anything trying to come into the L cover to dig out the infantry. And we've seen the PE2 spam before, so likely we'll see it again. Oh. Wow, I am poetic. Look at this. 3 brought in, and they're all going to be coming to that. And now, we've seen some kind of mismanaged plays with air spam like this. Because bringing them in at different air spawns can sometimes not really pay off. But this one's going to get its ammo off, this one's going to get its ammo off, this one's going to get its ammo off. This one having weapon jammed. Yeah. Even with the dispersion on that. Oh, does it not go down? Oh, it does. Yeah, so 88's being air spammed, and then once you've air spammed all the air, what's there left to do? Now that we have entered into phase B, 13-11, let's take 2 times 2. Maverick versus Maverick game, of course. 14-10. Is this the rocket one now? No, surely it can't be. 2 cards of off-map, though, means he has another unit of off-map ready to just tear this, oh, that's definitely a crop circle. A little bit misplaced, in my opinion. Like, you want a little bit more, but, of course, nothing in the church or whatever to spot, so... Crop circle of death is going to have to be content with only 3 kills. Maybe 4. Pioneer SVT. Cuts forward with the guards. Lots of tanks here now in the middle here, and the Osttoppen are pushing forward again, trying to get to this flag. M42 moving forward. This 52 is going to prevent the tanks from moving forward over there anymore. This C4 is just going to rush in, capture this flag. M42 coming in for that. Crop circle goes down. Oh man, yeah. Does kill the tanks there. It's a 15-9 now. Osttoppen go down here. Lots more reinforcements coming in. This game is basically over, I would say, for Fitz. There's little chance of comeback here. He'll maybe be able to take back this hill. The T-34 not really being happy with this engagement, but I did win the engagement, or is the other T-34. Lots of Guardia DP coming in now. And I guess if this was a rocket artillery, not much to worry about there. B2's coming in to kill the Panzer IV. You force the fallback. Still 15-9. JU-87 coming in. There is AA here now, though. Both these flags being well in control of Fitz. Or no, Dark Neutron. There we go. 14-10. Taking back this for the time being. T-34 moving forward. M42, though. Looks like it's actually just firing at these Osttoppen. M4A1s. If they kind of go in and bait the Panzer IV from shooting at them, the T-34 can come in and finish the job, especially since this has been damaged by mortar fire earlier. 88 coming in, trying to get long-range firepower on this. And this should have been done potentially a lot earlier ago, so you can't bring reinforcements. Bring this up with some recon up front, and then you can shoot at everything coming in, or trying to come in. But I would wager that that would just become the next target for air spam then. M2A1s. Panzer IV is going to take that out, no problem. Also, get force to fall back. Grenade goes off, but doesn't kill it. Flag temporarily goes back. 1311. Having regained control of this flag here. Airspam once again. Tons of P2s. Kill the second piece of AA. And yeah, now we see why 97th is so dangerous. He's got complete control of this guys. The single Flak 43 being the only thing left here in terms of AA, and he needs to bring in AA, or else those IL-2s are just, or those PE-2s are just gonna delete him. Oop! Not even gonna get the bombs off. 37mm is a good job. PE-2 coming in here for these T-34. Theoretically, could have just walked up to this guards and killed it, but not quite enough. T-34 still doing a good job. Tank Destiny to get taken out in the median cover here. The mortar half-track trying to kill that tank now. But just gonna avoid that. The radio being too accurate. Great CP, here's his Panzers. There's one more last Hail Mary push here from Fitz. And looks like it is working for the time being, but there's a lot of guards in here. And this is, in my opinion, where you gotta mix like AVTOs and stuff. Because if your tanks could just come in and with impunity bully infantry, because they only get PTRDs, it doesn't generally end well for you here. But 28 minutes into this game, we see one last attempt with Stukas here. But the 12-12 is achieved with this push into the town. But oh, there's the second card of nuke off map. Oh man. Once this goes down, all this is gonna die. P-51's also doing a good job there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We gotta watch that at 1 speed. I kind of missed the other one, so... Ah, crop circle of doom. How I hate you so. And how you're such an annoying tool. How is it missing this entire half? These tanks barely took any damage before. Man, the RNG on these is sometimes really weird. But, horse to fall down, Panzer IV down, T-34 76 coming in on this falling back T-34. This entire town has once again been reduced to ashes. T-34 gets the kill there. A single 2 Panzergrens being left alive. These guards will have no problem cleaning this up. Yeah, at this point, as Fitz, I think I would call the GG. So yeah, all these Panzergrens have gone down. Units now moving forward are kind of pinned down. But those fights are going to go back. It advances 2 more guards DP. Going to take out these SVTs. Yeah, T-34 coming in though, so we'll manage to hold onto that flag for just a little bit longer. Still, nothing that won't stop Fitz or Dark Neutron from taking the victory here, so... Yeah. Excellent game. DP's firing again. Not gonna be able to deal with that. P2s though, coming in for the Pens T-34 here. Falling back again. Time to move in the T-476 and just go in for that. Yeah. JU-87 coming in. Ooh, does manage to get the drop there, and we'll kill that. But that T-34 is going to need time to recover. And with how little damage the P2s are taking, they're just going to be able to come in once again and bomb with impunity. Alright. Yeah. After's coming in as well. Lots of P2s, a P2 bomber train. Oh man. Mortar half tracks, trying to deal with the guards TP here. Does manage to do it. Fairly good job here. Nothing more down south. He knows this fight's over. Yeah, I have to get the kill on something down here. Both of these flags have been taken. Panzer Grenadiers doing their best, but no chance there. 3M did kill the T-3476 here, but not really needed to finish out the game. And PTRDs actually keep this T-34 pinned down and Fitz surrenders. So, that was game 1 of a best of 3. Dark Neutron having performed excellently in the first game, and even better in the second game from the looks of things. 26 cards and 97 Sun Kobe here. Being the picks. Yeah. What a mess. Well, thank you everyone for watching this excellent stream. And I hope you enjoyed both game 2 and then later game 1. So, have fun, and I'll see you later.